Despite the ease of doing business through virtual platforms and the numerous opportunities technology offers, there are some inherent vulnerabilities that should be critically looked at. E-Crime Bureau has thus stressed the need to pay serious attention to this. Speaking to City Business News, Philip Deborah Dankwa, the acting principal consultant at E-Crime Bureau, says internal auditors and IT professionals at various agencies and departments should be well trained to prevent risks that have the potential of affecting businesses negatively.
You can recognize that technology can have its own inherent vulnerabilities. So for internal auditors, the question is, how do we equip them to also advise management, also advise the boards, that they report to on some of the risk exposures and what they need to be doing. And also on the side of the people that we have entrusted technology into, the end users, the IT professionals that, ensure that the systems are well implemented, the solutions are working as they should. They need to be aware that they ought to be subjected to some audits at some point. So from both the internal and an external audit perspective, cybersecurity is very key to their operations. And the whole import of this program is to also ensure that people get the fundamentals when it comes to cybersecurity.
He's hopeful that the training his outfit is offering to some internal auditors will yield fruits. He is, however, urging government to see the need to equip internal auditors, especially as it is championing a digitalization agenda.
By and large, for stakeholders, especially for government that is driving a lot of digitalization, we have a lot of policy, we have the laws in place, because now we have a Cybersecurity Act, the 1038, which is fully implemented by the Cybersecurity Authority. It's important that the stakeholders also understand the context within which technology should work, especially taking into consideration the laws that have been put in place. Once we know the regulation, once we know the law, once we know the technology, once we know the systems and people, we are able to put all these things together to ensure that our cyberspaces are safe.
For the internal auditors, they believe there is indeed the need for all internal auditors to be equipped to ensure they are well placed to identify and block certain actions by fraudsters early enough, since they will be able to predict some criminal activities well ahead of time. The president of the Institute of Internal Auditors Ghana, Harriet Kakari, says this will put the internal auditors in a position to make them add value to the organizations. As a result of this, she wants management to support and equip their internal auditors.
We want people to know that internal auditing is not about pre-auditing. Internal auditing is not about post-auditing. But internal audit is adding value to the organization, providing the necessary insights and even foresight. You look ahead, look at the trends and predict some of the risk that may come and advise management to act accordingly. So this is it. And we want management to support the internal auditors. We want management to equip the internal auditors, allow them to pay for them to attend such trainings, and also the audit committee members, so that the internal auditors and the audit committee will be able to add the needed value to the organization.
Harriet Kakari believes with digital marketing being common on social media, the social media space needs to be audited as well.
As we are here, people are now getting to know that, even social media, there are a lot of things we have to do. We need to audit the social media. We thought that social media is just social media, but a lot of things go into social media. Yes, it is there. We will audit it and we will let people know. You audit it in the space. You see, you will look at how people assess if it is an Instagram or if it is WhatsApp. Even people can put their own things there, not sanctioned by the organization. Somebody can fake to put an information on social media, WhatsApp or Facebook. You may think that is from the organization. That is why mostly they come out to say that we don't have anything to do with this thing that was posted. Because if you keep an eye on the social media platforms you have, if there is anything going different, you would see it. And we are there to provide that kind of service to the organization.